This is a thermistor. A thermistor is a thermal resistor. That is a resistor whose resistance depends on temperature. There are two types of thermistors. That is the NTC, negative temperature coefficient, whose resistance decreases with increase in temperature. There is also the PTC, positive temperature coefficient, whose resistance increases with increase in temperature. The NTC thermistor is used at the input of a switched mode power supply. You can see here the green component is the NTC thermistor. It is connected in series with the input. It is connected in series with the input. You can see this is surge arrestor. This is class X capacitor for filtering electromagnetic interference, and there is the NTC thermistor here. So how does the NTC thermistor work? Initially, the thermistor, when it is cold, it has a high resistance, around 6 ohm. When you switch on the switched mode power supply, the capacitor starts to charge. Initially, when the capacitor starts to charge, it acts like a short circuit as it tries to draw as much current as possible in order to build up voltage. This causes an inrush current which can damage the diode in the bridge rectifier and other components at the input. So this current is limited by the thermistor, which has a high resistance at that state. As the thermistor limits the current, there is voltage drop across its terminals, and heat is dissipated, which causes the temperature of the thermistor to rise, hence lowering the resistance of the thermistor, and current now flows normally. At this point, the capacitor has already built up some voltage and no more inrush current. So I can show you how the thermistor works. Let me disconnect the thermistor from the power supply. We have disconnected the thermistor here from the power supply. I'm going to connect it to multimeter like this. I have connected the thermistor to a multimeter and then switched on the multimeter, and the multimeter is at resistance. You can see it is reading 7 ohms when it is at normal state, when it is at room temperature. So let's try to increase the temperature of the thermistor using my soldering gun and see what happens. You can see as the temperature of the thermistor increases, the resistance keeps on dropping. The resistor keeps on dropping as the temperature of the thermistor increases.